Hey guys, Super Godzilla Final Wars here, and today I am back once again with another video. Today, I got some new information about Godzilla X Kong: The New Empire. I know the movie has already been released, and I'm pretty sure the vast majority of you guys might have seen it, but those who don't might want to leave because this video will contain some spoilers. But I'm mostly going to go over the novelization of Godzilla X Kong: The New Empire. I'm not going to go over the movie itself. So the novel revealed some a little interesting information. But I'm mostly going to talk about one thing that I heard from the movie, and that was that there was a monster that ate a star. And if you guys remember, in one of my previous videos, I talked about this Godzilla halawa guy. Now, at first, a lot of people think that this was when the Godzilla species and the Kong species, or the great apes, or whatever, so we're going to call them the Kong species. Anyways, they all joined forces to defeat this Godzilla halawa guy, and he was banished to the depths of the Hollow Earth. However, when we watched the movie, when I saw the movie, it mentioned the exact same. There was a monster that ate a star. But then this is when the plot twist was revealed. It wasn't no random Godzilla that consumed the star. It was, in fact, our Godzilla. Yes, you heard me. Our Godzilla ate a star, which means he is Godzilla halawa. Yep, there it is. The big reveal. Godzilla is Godzilla halawa. And he was indeed a monster that ate a star. And it was confirmed by the novelization of Godzilla X Kong: The New Empire. If you're wondering where did I get this information from? Well, I kind of saw a video on YouTube called Godzilla X Kong Novel Confirms Godzilla is Transforming into Space Godzilla. Which, go check it out. It will go over a lot more information about the novel and all that stuff. But yeah, this is just shocking to know that our Godzilla is responsible of becoming Space Godzilla, or the Monster vs. version of Space Godzilla. Now, what does this mean exactly? Well, it could mean a lot of things. Does this mean that our Godzilla is still potentially turning evil? Could he be the next big threat in the Monsterverse? Well, I don't think so. I don't think Adam Wingard is going on that kind of route. Because, remember, the next movie of the Monsterverse, the last Godzilla vs. Kong, or Godzilla and Kong movie, despite it not being officially confirmed, it's kind of confirmed because Adam Wingard says they want to do a sequel to the New Empire, so we don't know for sure if Legendary Studios has confirmed it yet. Hopefully they will. And hopefully it will come out like in a year or two. Because I'm not interested in waiting 3 years. I'm not interested in it. Anyways, so Adam Wingard says that the next movie will have more Godzilla focus. And that it's going to focus more on Godzilla, and basically he'll be treated like how Kong is treated in the current movie. So basically we'll be diving in deeper into his story a bit more. We get to somewhat learn more about Godzilla, and since Adam Wingard teases Baby Godzilla and Destroyer inspirations for the next movie. Now, this does not mean 100% that Destroyer is going to be in the movie. He doesn't really flat out confirm it. It just says inspiration. Now, we know the Baby Godzilla inspiration might actually happen. Because let's be real here, Godzilla vs. Kong: The New Empire was clearly a Son of Kong movie, so it only makes sense that we get a Son of Godzilla movie. So that clearly makes sense that we'll get a Son of Godzilla. Now, here's my little theory about what could have actually happened to Godzilla and his species. So most likely Godzilla is probably young, maybe like, I'll say like at least a couple 100 years old or something like that. He was like probably very young, and we know that in the movie it was confirmed that there was peace between the Godzillas and the Great Apes. So, most likely, I don't think Scar King officially started the war. If anything, I think he continued the war. If anything, Godzilla most likely was the one who started the war. And there was only one way how he could have started the war. It mentioned that Godzilla ate a star, which means he most likely ate some form of radiation or some form of unfamiliar energy that was extremely dangerous, and Godzilla flat out consumed it. And most likely he was just basically young and arrogant and didn't know what he was doing. And so, consuming that basically made him into the monster that we see in the cave painting of the Godzilla vs. Kong novel, a flying Godzilla. Most likely he probably turned into Space Godzilla. And the Kongs and Gojira joined forces in order to defeat Godzilla. And since they didn't confirm that it was that they killed it, they just say the novel just says that they banished this threat into the deeper parts of the Hollow Earth. So clearly Godzilla was exiled due to his crimes of, well, being the halawa. And most likely Godzilla had some time to think and reflect and clear his mind. Basically somewhat like God of War Valhalla, where Kratos was trying to confront himself and basically find peace within himself because of all of his horrendous acts that he did back in Greece. So basically, you kind of say the same thing was going on with Godzilla. He was confronting himself. He was thinking about all the horrendous acts that he committed, and most likely Scar King, during this time, he continued the Great War. And when Godzilla went back to normal and he was all fine, when he came back, he saw what happened and defeated Scar King and banished him and his army into the deeper parts of the Hollow Earth. So that basically kind of means that Godzilla's kind of responsible for the death of his species, which makes the next movie more interesting, because if you think about it, it's more like a Godzilla redemption arc. Like, maybe he finds the baby Godzilla in the next movie, and he is now going to be, like, trying to redeem himself for all those horrendous acts that he committed while he was the halawa. And while he's trying to do that, he gets confronted by this new threat that he and Kong most likely will have to team up against. So this would be really interesting to see, like a Godzilla redemption arc. Seeing more of Godzilla's story and what he's been through. It will be really interesting. But then again, this is all just a theory. It's not really confirmed. It's not really something that happened. Well, except for the social hollow part. But the whole thing that I said was just a theory. So, We don't really know for sure unless the sequel, The New Empire, confirms it. Now, what does this mean for the villain? Well, I personally think it should be Space Godzilla. I think maybe during Godzilla's exile, maybe he caught the attention of another Godzilla, and that Godzilla decided to find what energy source that he consumed, and boom, he became he became a new halawa. He became a new Space Godzilla. And, well, if you're wondering, well then how can he be a new Space Godzilla? Why didn't he just surface? Well, most likely he's probably in hibernation, because Saturn got knocked out, and rather Godzilla or Kong awakens this new threat, and now he's right, or possibly humanity, because the novelization confirms that the government is kind of no longer trusting the kaiju since all the devastation, destruction that has happened. So most likely humanity would probably trigger Space Godzilla's return. Because I will admit, it's a little too early to bring in Destroya for the next movie. Because I do love Destroya, don't get me wrong. But I think it's a little too early to bring in Destroya. Maybe I'll wait for like a couple more Godzilla movies later and then bring him back. And then bring him in. Because I'm still not liking the idea of Destroya being the so-called final boss of the MonsterVerse. I know a lot of guys may like that idea, but I'm not one of them. I don't like that idea. If anything, Bagan should be the final boss, because he's far more powerful than Destroya. Plus, give the man his own movie. So, yeah. That's it for this video. So I hope you guys liked this video. Like, comment, subscribe. And tell me in the comments below, what do you think about this big fat reveal that Godzilla is the halawa? I would love to hear your thoughts and opinions in the comments below. Anyways, hope you guys have a great day. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye-bye.